Hey everyone, welcome back to the Encrypted Capital recap for Friday, February 12th. I forgot my stupid attachment for my microphone today to plug into my MacBook, so if the audio isn't as good, I apologize in advance. First up, we got Elon Musk's DOGECOIN tweets are worrying and people will lose money, Bitcoin bulls say. It sounds like somebody has been listening to my videos. I've been criticizing Elon Musk and all these billionaires for a long time now. It says, Nick Carter, a venture capitalist known for his bullish stance on Bitcoin, said DOGECOIN is mainly used as a vehicle for speculation. No kidding, DOGECOIN is worth absolute dog shit, pun intended. Carter and former hedge fund manager Mike Novogratz criticized Elon Musk over his tweets about the meme-inspired cryptocurrency. Created in 2013, DOGECOIN was intended to be used as a faster but fun alternative to Bitcoin. I am happy to see that I am not the only one criticizing these billionaire D-bags for doing the mainstream manipulation that they are partaking in. It says, Tesla CEO Elon Musk and other celebrities have posted multiple tweets backing DOGECOIN lately, and some in the crypto space world aren't impressed. Nick Carter, a venture capitalist known for his bullish stance on Bitcoin, thinks Musk's enthusiasm for the meme-inspired digital token is disconcerting, as it's mainly used as a vehicle for speculation. Unfortunately, a lot of retail punters are going to lose money on DOGECOIN. Thank you. Yes, I've been saying this all along. You guys need to find the projects that these billionaire D-bags are not talking about. It says the only thing it can really do is be zombified and stick around and be an empty shell for people's expectations and for their entertainment. Exactly. Strictly entertainment. Carter said DOGECOIN was what introduced him to crypto in 2013, and that while it was entertaining and fun at the time, it's now sort of an empty husk. Exactly. Again, Elon Musk's stupid dumb tweet. Bought some DOGECOIN for little X so he can be a toddler hodler. This guy actually named his kid after a letter in the alphabet. Why would you listen to him? It says, Carter wasn't the only Bitcoin enthusiast to have criticized Musk for his comments about DOGECOIN. Novogratz, the CEO of Galaxy Digital, said he wished Musk wouldn't make such tweets. Same for me. I wish he would stop and shut his stupid mouth up. DOGECOIN reminds me a lot of GameStop, Novogratz told CNBC's Squawk Box on Monday, referring to the brick-and-mortar video game retailer that saw its shares fluctuate widely. It's a meme, he said. It was funny for a little bit, but now it's at a market valuation where people are going to lose lots of money in Doggy. Absolutely. I've been saying this all along. Bitcoin has a real purpose. Ethereum has a real purpose. Lots of the stablecoins have a real purpose, Novogratz said. Yeah, I do agree with Ethereum and stablecoins. Bitcoin does not really have a real purpose. It is slow. It is basically the AOL of cryptocurrencies. It will get demolished by tokens and coins like Ethereum and stablecoins and XRP and XLM. Bitcoin is now being deemed as a store of value because it is absolute dog shit. The former hedge fund manager compared Musk's comments on DOGECOIN to his infamous funding secured tweet in 2018. Exactly. Musk got hit by the SEC for making this funding secured tweet. He claimed he was considering taking Tesla private at $420. Musk then agreed to pay a fine and stepped down as Tesla chairman to settle with the US SEC over the matter. This is amazing. I'm so happy to see this stuff in the news. In other news, let's go jump over to one of my favorite coins, XRP. XRP jumps 15% while Bitcoin and Ether trade near record highs as Tesla, BNY Mellon, and MasterCard warm to cryptocurrencies. This is amazing. XRP is under fire from the SEC. Yet, it has bounced all the way from 17 cents. It is now trading at 58 cents. As mentioned before, Max Payne, if you guys did your research and knew how good of a project XRP was, you'd be able to see how undervalued it actually is. Let's go take a look at the chart real quick. Sorry, my computer's being slow. All right, Max Payne, right over here. Shoots all the way up, 80 cents. Drops all the way back down with the SEC news. I'm sorry, this was the Max Payne right over here. My cursor was in the wrong spot. Max Payne right over here. All the whales bought all your fear, shot it back up to 70 cents, scared everybody again, and now where is it at? Back up at 60 cents for a coin that everybody said was going to go away back in December. Game of deception. Back to my article. It says XRP, the cryptocurrency of the Ripple network, rose as much as 15% before slipping back slightly. So this one, another article that came out regarding XRP. Analyst says XRP poised to pop and outperform Bitcoin. Here's his new target. We're not going to get into what this guy thinks about XRP's new target, but just know the billionaires and mainstream media scared everybody back in December to get everybody to sell their coins. And now it's trading back up at 60 cents. And we don't even have a verdict yet about the SEC. Now we have former SEC people and chairman coming out saying that XRP will most likely win the case against the SEC because the SEC has known about XRP since 2012. Do your research. Find those suppressed assets. XRP is crushing it. Now, whether it's going to break out of this zone or not, I have no idea, but I can tell you the project is not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. When they flip the switch and go after the derivatives market, XRP should be valued at tens, if not hundreds of dollars or more. Yes, or more. Possibly thousands of dollars. Mark my words. That is a huge, huge possibility. Next up. Don't fall for the Bitcoin bubble. Even the Flintstones had a better system, warns economist Nouriel Roubini. Cryptos cannot protect investors from tail risks, says the Stern School of Business NYU economics professor. This guy had a couple good points regarding Bitcoin, how slow it is, how it's basically just being used as a store of value now because it doesn't do anything else. Slow transaction time, expensive fees, all that stuff is not going to make this old technology stick around much longer, in my opinion. Says more than 2 years after the warning of U.S. lawmakers that cryptocurrencies are the mother of all scams and bubbles, economics professor Nouriel Roubini remains a hater, since the fundamental value of Bitcoin is zero, which I agree with, and would be negative if a proper carbon tax was applied, which I also agree with. We talked about Tesla investing in Bitcoin, yet Bitcoin uses up more power than Switzerland for an entire year. Do your research. Says it's massive polluting energy hogging production. I predict that the current bubble will eventually end in another bust, Roubini wrote in an opinion column for the Financial Times. Bitcoin is susceptible, just like every other currency, to 90% plus corrections. We've seen it in every possible bull run. Following the bull run, a bear market does take place where you will see the currency drop down significantly. You know, we saw it go from $20,000 all the way down to, what was it, $3,400, $3,800? I can't remember the exact price, but you're talking 80 to 90% corrections, just like all of the other altcoins, just like all of the other shit coins. You will see these major swings in currencies, which is why I have a very hard time believing it can be used as a reserve asset. How can you have a reserve asset that decreases 90% in value? It's got to be something else. Next up, we got feeling the heat from employees. Wall Street banks get closer to adopting Bitcoin. It says the banking industry is forced to contend with Bitcoin as its latest dizzying ascent and increased adoption among investors, corporations, and fintech competitors spark fears of being left behind. There's no way that the bankers that run the world are going to get left behind. In my opinion, cryptocurrencies have been the plan all along. A digital transaction recorded on the blockchain that is completely transparent. They can track and trace everything. Do your research. These guys are not getting left behind. There's a very high chance that they have been wanting this to take place and have been behind this and encouraging this to take place for a very long time. JP Morgan co-president Daniel Pinto told CNBC in exclusive remarks what it will take for the bank to embrace Bitcoin. The demand isn't there yet, but I'm sure it will be at some point, he says. Last week, Goldman Sachs hosted a private forum with Mike Novogratz, CEO founder of Galaxy Digital, for employees and clients. And I had something highlighted here. Where was it? It says, but by merely continuing to exist through 2018 and 2019, lean years known as crypto winter, when Bitcoin traded for below $4,000, the technology showed its staying power. Then the coronavirus pandemic struck, and governments led by the U.S. unleashed trillions of dollars in support for markets, businesses, and individuals during the crisis. Keep in mind, if you took your stimulus checks and invested in the cryptocurrencies, you would have been making a killing right now. And I have a feeling that the corporations that got these bailouts did just that. A new narrative emerged, seemingly tailor-made for the era and adopted by billionaire hedge fund managers like Paul Tudor Jones and Stanley Druckenmiller. Bitcoin, which is limited in supply by design, is a hedge against inflation and the debasement of the US dollar. As mentioned, just because it is limited in supply does not mean it has any value. Fear of currency debasement is the major theme of clients who who ask about Bitcoin, according to the head of a major bank's wealth management business for clients worth at least $25 million. The bank is considering matching buyers and sellers of Bitcoin for clients, but is studying how to integrate the cryptocurrency into its risk management systems. Most likely, they have already figured out how to incorporate this. There is irony here. In a few short years, Bitcoin went from an idealistic technology meant to cut out banks and other intermediaries to a store of value used mostly by rich people so they can remain rich. That is very important. Used mostly by rich people so they can remain rich. Do you really think some dude named Satoshi Nakamoto was down in his basement, decided to make Bitcoin, and now all of a sudden all of the governments and banks are going to start using this? Use your brains. Next up, Jack Dorsey, CEO of Square. Jack Dorsey and Jay-Z invest 500 Bitcoin to make Bitcoin internet's currency. What the hell is with all these rappers coming out in the same week and itch bays like Lindsay Lohan coming out saying to invest in Bitcoin? Do not be manipulated. You will get way bigger gains in other suppressed assets. Do your research. Do you think it's a coincidence that right when all these people start saying they're getting into Bitcoin, all these big corporations start saying they're getting into Bitcoin, altcoins start taking off? It's because all of those assets are getting funneled into the suppressed assets. Let's read what it says here. Twitter and Square CEO Dorsey and rapper Jay-Z have created an endowment to fund Bitcoin development initially in Africa and India, Dorsey said on Friday. The duo is putting 500 Bitcoin, which is currently worth 23.6 million, in the endowment called B-Trust. The fund will set up as a blind irrevocable trust, Dorsey said, adding that the duo won't be giving any direction to the team. B-Trust is looking to hire 3 board members. The mission of the fund is to make Bitcoin the internet's currency, a job application describes. Again, all these billionaires and almost a billionaire. I don't know what Jay-Z's at, but I know he's close to a billionaire. All these guys are coming out literally within a month of each other saying that Bitcoin is a great idea. Again, look here, don't look here. Go ahead, go down the list. Find what hasn't popped yet. There are plenty of projects that have yet to make a great move. In my opinion, the gains on Bitcoin will be limited. Even if it goes up to $300,000, that's only 6x on your money when you can make that in a day if you find the right projects. Up next, BlockFi boosted Grayscale Bitcoin Trust holdings by 11.9 million shares, now holds 1.7 in GBTC. The disclosure comes as BlockFi prepares to launch a competitor Bitcoin Trust product. If you guys are scared of cryptocurrencies or you're new to the space and you want exposure to crypto, but you want to do it via stocks, you guys can invest in the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. It is publicly traded. You can take advantage of all the gains in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies without actually having to own cryptocurrencies. It says, crypto lender BlockFi on Friday revealed it holds 1.7 billion in shares of the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, or 5.66% of the market-leading institutional Bitcoin investment vehicle. The 36.1 million GBTC shares now held by BlockFi represents 11.9 million, increase from previous holdings of 24.2 million shares. The BlockFi CEO told CoinDesk that the GBTC holdings add value to the marketplace for liquid and illiquid shares. Grayscale is owned by CoinDesk, parent company Digital Currency Group. Again, talking about billionaires controlling the media narrative. Grayscale owns CoinDesk, which is where I'm actually reading all this information from. Do your research. Next up, Miami votes to study using Bitcoin for employee salaries and payments to City Hall. It's very interesting. They want their employees to get paid in Bitcoin, but why would you want to get paid in Bitcoin if you got paid on a Friday and you see something happen where it drops, 10 to 20%? Well, guess what? That $1,000 check just turned into $800. That's a terrible idea. I don't know what they're doing, but crypto is coming mainstream. Miami getting into it, wanting to pay their salaries, employee salaries and payments to City Hall. Last but not least, what do we got here? Michael Saylor explains why he's investing more than $1 billion in Bitcoin. The MicroStrategy chief's huge bet has made him a Bitcoin celebrity. As mentioned, all of these billionaires are now telling you that it's a good idea to buy Bitcoin. Why are they doing that? You need to have the contrarian mindset and ask these serious questions. Why are all the billionaires coming out? Why are all the big major corporations coming out literally at the same exact time? Use your brain. You can figure out exactly what's going on in this markets if you just think about it for a second. So with that being said, that will do it for this edition of the Encrypted Capital Recap. I'm sorry if I sound really mad. I'm not. I'm actually very happy. Hope you guys all have a great day, and we will catch you all in the next video.